What's going on, guys? It is the Almighty Lion. Oh my gee, it has been a very long time since I've been talking and posting and doing anything that I thought mattered the most. I'm sure all my fans have missed me. But, you know, the show goes on. The world didn't stop turning, but the things kept happening. It's insane how today we live in a world where we always knew wasn't perfect, but from somehow, but for just out of the world, it's just no good. People are actually believing the things that I watched on TV, like movies that were really like, oh, this happened in real life. This wouldn't be allowed to happen because there's rules, there's justice. Yeah. Somehow, the days we live in are comparable to the movies that we thought were just fantasies. But in the low, there were just messages for the things that have come before us. However, it doesn't always feel well to live your life in chaos, so it's best not to focus on most of that. And how do we do that? Well, I guess with distractions. I myself have found out that it's hard to not want to be who you want to be because that can get you into some shit. And even though you're speaking out and others will follow, what happens to those who do what they say or say what they do? It's a 50-50 sometimes. Like, oh, this guy was a great guy. Let's secretly kill him. Oh, look, he's a horrible person beaten by the society. Goes up to be somebody that is actually proven worthy to speak to the people who will believe him when he says the society is cracked, that the system is cracked, that society is cracked along with it. Then they kill you. I know I'm ranting and ranting and ranting. It's been a while since I've posted anything, so I'm happy to be talking to anyone who will hear me. So, today is crazy. We got everything happening on the fronts of everything. International crisis from this damn virus. Everything is killing us. Yeah, today is pretty crazy. Everybody's trying to show each other up and tell each other what is what, and nobody really can get along with each other. I mean, we all had a problem living amongst each other, but I feel like things are on an all-time high. Nations against nations, people against their own people, countries and states and cities and brewers and just taxes and just craziness and just goodness gracious. It feels like the plagues are upon us. But that's whatever. And even though, despite those things that are happening, I'm still grateful to be alive. I'm still grateful that I can wake up today. And even though those things may or may not affect me, I'm still allowed to breathe around them because I've been given this opportunity to live around everyone else. Just like people who I meet who may like me at first and love me to the last. And I meet people who don't like me and then like me, or meet people who just don't like me and just don't like me. And I don't like them. I have to pray for them, but I don't like them. They're not better than me, and I'm not better than them. But I definitely don't want that person to not be grateful for waking up. But it's good to know that we try to do the best every day we can. You guys get up early. You guys do what you got to do to make ends meet, and the world will tell you do this, do that. It sucks. But as long as you yourself know that you can tell the world, fuck you. You tell the world, not today, man. Woman, world, man, woman, world that doesn't, identify, All I'm saying is be grateful. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I am grateful. And it's better to be grateful and stay positive thinking, even though things around you are like, you step in dog shit and you're like, oh man, there's shit on my shoe. Or you could say, oh, I stepped on dog shit. Well, where's there, all right, well, I gotta get off my shoe. I can't bitch about it, gotta get it off, or you step in dog shit and you say, well, all right, and just keep going. Try to get the dog shit off your shoe so you don't smell like shit in front of other people. Or maybe you just don't care. I don't know, whatever you are. Maybe dog shit wasn't a good way to go with. I'm not gonna think of another one. Anyways, but yeah, I post on here a lot of like my video games, and I talk a little bit about my books and a little bit of, just how I feel. I'll sometimes do in-game commentary when I play my games. And those are pretty funny. I kind of get a little weird, so you guys can see a goofy side of me if you'd like. But yeah, I had a lot of gameplay to record. I had a lot of things to do, and I just been up in my head trying to tell myself, is everything that I'm doing worthy? Is everything that I'm doing worth doing anything? And it's crazy when you have the time to really think about that. Sometimes you have too much time, and that time sucks because, not that it sucks, it's gratefully appreciated, but there are a lot of things that go with it. You're not just given it. You have to work for what you get, and that goes with anything in life. If you want something, you have to work hard for it. It may not happen overnight. It may end up happening years later. It may end up happening when you're 97 years old, about to kick it, going to the next world, and then bam, your book drops. Like, oh my god, he's a sensation, and then flatline, game over. So optimism, opportunity, being positive in the freaking flash flood of negativity will always keep you intact. Walk past the storm, walk past the flood. Don't focus on it. If you don't focus on it, it will part from you. And that's what I've been taking from all this. Not posting games, not posting how I usually want to post. And it's crazy because for a while I was like, oh, I'm writing things down. I got a whole list of trove of treasure. Sorry guys, I have a whole list of things that I accomplished during this time of my back out and not posting stuff, and it was pretty healthy. And even though it was healthy to stay out and do all this stuff, it was kind of a mixture of, it took a while for me to see it as healthy. It took a while for me to realize that although I have the potential to post everything every single day, the point is I need to find myself in everything that I do, because it has to come from me. It has to come from the fires, the ethereal flame of the almighty lion. It can't just, all right, let me do this and doodle daddle so we can make some money and I can have a fancy life and live like the elites, and then have to get into the dark side of it and have to sacrifice. And I'm not doing that. I'm not signing that deal, even if the deal says it's signing. But it's difficult when you want to create stuff. It's difficult when you want to do the things that you set out to do, when life is a big test. You have good things that come with tests, and you have bad things that test the good things that you should be grateful that you were given. Not all of us see them as, oh, we're given it. Some of us just wake up and we take it. And people's lives are the ways they are, and they will go whereas they go, but in the end it's going to go one place. So no matter what the story, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what it is, so putting everything into a pot and mixing it together and trying to make a good stew was great, but there's been plenty of times where I dump out batches and I just don't do nothing with them. And that's what was so daunting, So it laid on my mind, like, I have so many great things, so many great ideas, and yet I leave it there. And then I start thinking that, man, I failed at completing a task. I failed at posting a video every Monday or Tuesday, or just a video in general. But saying those things don't help you get where you got to go. Doing those things will get you where you got to go. And not that I couldn't do it, but I didn't push myself to go past beyond what I do to maintain my life. Meaning, I didn't push myself past further being tired, past further being uninitiated, past further being disciplined and consecutive, and everything that comes with hunger, everything that comes with your wants and needs, everything that comes with your faith. It's just, at least that's just me. My drive was, in order to give my all, I have to be my all. And when you got your life, even if you work or you don't work or you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a smart person who makes money online or you're somebody else who's figured out a way to not work a labor job or be part of these crazy world things, you know, it's not easy no matter what you do. But if you don't put yourself in it all, you know, and it happens. You can be given everything. You can be given a freaking sensu bean, and boom, I'm ready to go. And I guarantee you, within 8 hours, it's gonna wear off at your goddamn job in a cubicle with coffee every single day that tastes like French vanilla. That's cheap, and they don't have freaking creamer. They give you powdered sugar and creamer, so it's whatever. And I said that wrong, but do you see my point? It's insanity. Anyways, if we don't put our all into everything, we can't do the best work that we do. So, you know, I'm human just like everybody else. I'm me, but in a unique way. And you're you in a unique way. So, you know, whoever hears this and, you know, probably has that one thing that they want to do, but they don't do it because they have a lifestyle, they have this, that. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I swear it feels like being a needle in a haystack. But it's great to know that there are other people out there who have their own lifestyles, you know, and it's got to be true. It can't be false, because we all live in this darn world, but we all have the same thing. If we can't maintain the life that we have to survive till the end, then how can we do what we're doing? You know, and sometimes it's not as simple as that, you know. So that's it's like I said, the trains keep the wheels in my head keep going on the choo-choo train, and you know, just going on forward. But overall, this year is amazing to have, because if time doesn't exist, then the year will always be what you deem it to be. So, in that case, every single second counts for nothing, because you are something. The minutes and the times and the seconds, they all need you to make it matter, because without you, you give it no relevance. So when I say don't pay attention to what's going on around you, don't let none of that stuff stop you. Look forward and keep walking forward. You're gonna, you know, the waters aren't gonna part for you right away. You might have to walk 8 feet deep, you know, 25 feet deep. You're gonna be, you know, trying to float across. But don't be afraid. Don't let fear tell you you're gonna sink. You're gonna die. The waves are coming in and no one's gonna save you. You're gonna drown. Keep going. Keep going. Because you know what? Those waves, that water, everything. Yeah, if you're not a good swimmer, you're gonna, you might drown and it might get you. But it doesn't own you. Because guess what? You're still keep going. You're going to still keep going. And if you understand what I mean by that, I don't really need much to tell you more after that. Ladies, gentlemen, and people who don't disguise themselves as other things than them they are, I would like to say thank you for listening to me, runts. So please, do me a favor. Throw me a like, subscribe. Throw me some suggestions if you would like to hear me talk about something. But overall, thank you all for listening to what I've said. Whoever has stood on for as long as 11, 13 minutes, or however many minutes I have, please know that I am very grateful for you. And if no one has ever told any of you that you are all worth something, that there is something much bigger for you than what you have at this very moment, allow me to be the first one to tell you that there are better things that are happening to you, that will happen to you, despite what's happening around us. So don't focus on the bad stuff. And if the bad stuff come to your front door ready to punch you, take the punches. Not literally, but take the punches. Be positive. The punches won't hurt you if they try to hit you, because if you stay positive, ain't nothing gonna hurt you. But yeah, we're human, so let's have fun with that one. All right, y'all, this is the Almighty Lion. Checking out, baby. I want you to call me your Almighty Lion. Yeah, yeah. Roar.